Yo, isn't it crazy what our brains can come up with when it's time to move forward with action? Like, I had a whole 5 minute session searching for the perfect parking spot, making sure that my mirror in my car right now doesn't cast down on my face because I thought it was going to be distracting in the video, all to not make the video or to find excuses to not make this video. But we making the video, okay? I honestly made about 5 figures selling digital products through a presentation, a webinar. Okay. I'm going to explain how this all started, and it was life-changing, and it still is, because I can still do it. And I just want to share my experience with you all, because I'm a big believer in not working hard for money, but working hard to build yourself into the character that provides value to other people, so they can feel good paying you. I mean, it's making money online, it's business, it's product and service, it's consumer and producer. We're the producers. All right, so listen up. Story time. Back in December 2023, my girl invested in a course. I think it was a couple $1,000s, maybe $3,000, $4,000. And she didn't let me know until like the end of the year that she had invested into this program to where you could learn how to sell digital products. And I was already invested in mentorship. I was an online fitness coach for about 3 years, selling high ticket programs. For people who don't know what a high ticket program is, basically I built meal plans. I held people accountable every single week, maybe by, texting them on, I actually had two phones. One was my personal, the other one was for my coaching clients that I would hit up maybe every other day just to make sure they're hitting their workouts. And I would also build them a customized workout program. I would charge anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 per client. It sounds like great money, but the clients weren't consistent. Not inconsistent with their workouts, but clients coming into the business, it was inconsistent. And so I was struggling really bad. One month I'd make $6,000. The other month I'd make $1,000. One month I'd make $5,000. The next month I'd make $500. So it was really unpredictable. And at the time she was telling me that this digital marketing course that she had invested in can help my fitness business. And I was just like, yo, I'm already paying $400 a month for these online coaches that are my mentors right now, helping me make money online. I don't want to add anything else. And so I was like, I'm not about to apply it, right? Because I'm going to be real with you. I'm a big person off of people being in the position that I want to be in, teaching me. And I know she wasn't in the position yet to be making enough money for me to be like, all right, let me shut up and listen. And I didn't know her mentors or the people that she invested in and got the information from. So it came a time to where it was coming up on Christmas break, and she had let me have access to the course, and I'm watching the course, and it's so much information that I have to binge watch it. So I spend a whole 5 days during Christmas break just staying at staying at my parents' house, but I would go to my cousin's apartment lobby and I would watch the course for like 7 to 8 hours straight for 5 days. So I'm up 1 o'clock in the morning all the way to like 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning in a public lobby with no Wi-Fi, using my phone hotspot on my laptop to watch the course. I'm over there door dashing, eating Taco Bell. Like, I'm just downloading everything that's in this course. And then I start to realize, oh my gosh, I can actually make money passively with fitness or with products, instead of me selling my time, hopping on Instagram, making Instagram posts, hoping somebody engages with it, randomly messaging people, booking a call by texting people back and forth 20 messages for them to potentially get on the call, but also for them to also flake on the call, then get on the call and sell them. And so I did that for 3 years. Mind you, I built a lot of communication skills with talking to people and being empathetic with people's, emotions, and being able to coach them and make them feel good about getting my online coaching services. But needless to say, it felt completely backwards from what I was learning the past 3 years of my life. I was always taught to talk to one person at a time in order to sell them a program or a service. And it was working, but I just didn't have enough people. I didn't have enough eyes on my business, on my page. And I was wondering why. I just didn't know how. And the whole time I'm thinking it's great money, but I never thought about the automated part. I never thought about, and when I say automated, I mean passive. Like, the programs that I had to create were after they paid me. I always had to follow up with them every single week to make sure that they were on their program, give them a check-in form, make sure that, hey, I'm still here to support you, check on their nutrition, make sure they don't cancel their program by feeling left out. So it's all these things, all these hats that I'm wearing, which is fine in business, but it was draining to me, especially because I wasn't getting paid what I believe I was worth, which is a whole nother story because I don't want to sound entitled. I want to be honest with you all. I knew how to help people lose over 100 pounds. Like, that to me is life changing, and it's worth it's priceless. But here's the thing. It all changed when I watched one of the bonus modules in the course that my girl invested in, and it was I think it was called a perfect webinar or something like that. And I went through about 80 presentation slides. It took forever. It took me like a whole another week just to design the presentation based off of my story, my experience, what I was going to offer, what I was going to sell to the people online, and just to structure it. It just took me a while because it was all new to me and nobody was doing the work for me. I didn't have any templates. The only template I had was the presentation itself, where I had to like literally type out my whole life story and, fill out the 70 slides, which took forever, it felt like. Keyword, it felt like. Because all I had to do, y'all, was create the presentation once, and then I started following, putting my webinar on webinar platforms. And once a week, I actually started off really strong. Twice a week, I would go on. It would be Mondays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. EST. And I would tell social media, hey, I'm going live. I didn't call it a webinar. I called it a class. And I made it free. So people didn't have the objection of, oh, well, it costs money. It's just like, it's free. You don't have to show up, but you have to show up on time in order to get the information. You don't have to pay, but you do have to show up on time to get the information. And that's when I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to pivot being an online fitness coach because I know how to sell. I know how to communicate. I know how to teach people so many other things when it comes down to making money online. But this is going to be one of those things that allow me to learn something new. And once I get a result, I'm going to be able to teach somebody sooner or later. And here we are making this video on YouTube. And so what ended up happening was my first class, I made a sale. I made like $500, and I would make like $500 to $1,000 every single Monday and Thursday. It got to the point where I had to raise my prices. And it was just insane because I was selling to multiple people. I was talking to 20 people in a webinar. I was talking to 60 people in a webinar, and I was still brand new. And I believe those conversions were really low compared to like how many people I could have sold. I could have left with over $10,000 in a class, but it was all new to me. And so I didn't get that hard on myself. I didn't beat myself up. I was just grateful for the opportunity. But the magic happened, guys, once I learned that I could have the same webinar be live or be recorded, pre-recorded. I could record the live webinar once that made me sales and then place it on a website where people would be able to rewatch it while I don't have to show up live to the webinar. And I remember days where I had that webinar live and I would be at the library and I made like $800 passively while I'm like on my laptop. And I'm like, yo, where did this money come from? I'm just here to tell you this story because I'm encouraging you to learn how to make passive income online with digital products, because the most successful businesses in this world that we live in right now have something called systems. Systems allow you to scale a business. Systems allow you to walk away from the business and still make money. Systems allow you to get another business, place that business in the system, and it succeed as long as that system is proven to work. And for me, that was like everything, because I was like, yo, like I'm so used to spending my time one-on-one with people on the phone. Okay. And then possibly getting to the end of the conversation, which is like 45 minutes long, and people being like, can I think about it? Can I think about starting? Can I think about paying? And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Like, what is it that you have to think about? And they're like, well, I want to wait until I get paid next week, and I would have to handle objections, which I was great at because I would put in so many hours role playing. And when I mean role playing is actually getting on practice sales calls with other business owners, and I would have to learn how to handle objections in order to make the sale. I got really good at that, but I was still selling one-on-one, which means if that person still said no on the phone, they didn't pay, and I ended up wasting 45, well, I'm not going to say wasting because I could still learn from every scenario, but you get the point. I wasn't making money during those 45 minutes. And sometimes those calls would be like an hour and a half long. These webinars that I was doing, these presentations, class, whatever you want to call it, it's the same thing. It's a presentation that you just speak out loud and read word for word, and it's just structured a certain way. That presentation, again, took me about a week to build, but I only had to read it out loud, like literally word for word. And guys, it only took me about 40 minutes to go through the whole presentation. And at the end of the presentation, I always had somebody buy. But I was still showing up. I was still trading my time for money in a way because I would have to show up live for 40 minutes on Mondays and Thursdays. But here's the thing. I learned how to automate it so it could play for anybody who signed up for it in the future. And that's when I had sales roll in passively. I would just promote it on social media, tell people the transformation that they were going to get when they attended the class, and make the class only available with certain hours. So that way they have to approach it like college, like office hours, or like the bank. Like you want to cash your check, well, you have to go to the bank before 5 p.m., right? It's just certain businesses that are out here that give you a deadline to show up on time or not, and you make it a priority. And so I learned so many tactics to make passive income online and also to help drive sales, it's just life-changing for me. I don't do a free class anymore. I will do it in the future, maybe, but I just wanted to share that experience with you all because your life can change that quick. And I know I'm not in a Lambo. I'm honest and I'm transparent up here with you all. Like I'm in a 2004 Volkswagen, but I also know that God is going to bless me and have me be able to share my message and reach those who need that help with making passive income online, with getting freedom from the 9-to-5, and also just being able to have an extra revenue stream. And it doesn't always have to be like you leaving your job or whatnot, but it was so exciting at the time because I was learning and earning at the same time, which shows that it wasn't that hard to do. As long as I knew how to read words, set up a system, and learn how to create something that gave value, guys, people will literally pay you hundreds and thousands of dollars. And it's so easy to set up once you understand the basics. And so I want to get up here and let you all know that I have 21 masterclasses that show you all the ins and outs of the different income streams that I've had since starting my digital product business, my digital marketing business. The link will be in the description. You'll be able to get my 21 masterclasses for literally just $21. This is all me, pre-recorded videos. I don't know why this car is just sitting here, hold on. Like this car is just, I don't know if they were looking at me make the video or not, but anyways, I ain't camera shy, but not y'all. So $21, you're going to get 21 masterclasses with me walking you by step which route you should take when it comes to starting your own digital marketing business, selling digital products, or reselling digital products that are already done for you, that have been proven to sell and make people money online already. So it's even easier for you to start. All you need, again, is your phone, your Wi-Fi, to live in a country like the US, Canada, UK, Australia. Like those are really good countries to start it off in. Also, or let me not exclude any other countries as well, because I don't know every country in the world, but that's all you need, guys. Like in a social media page where you're actually promoting how you're going to solve someone's problem and get them from point A to point B. I walk you through all of that. I give you like all the gems to that, guys. So definitely check it out. The link is in the description down below. And let's continue to make money online. Let's continue to educate ourselves. Let's continue to invest in ourselves. Even if you don't get the 21 masterclasses, like I encourage you to continue putting information and listening to content that's going to help you feel empowered and actually push you forward in life to where you're actually making passive income and living the life of your dreams. All right, that's the video for today. I will see you guys on the next day. Peace. I'm out.